I found an offense from the Chiefs playbook that destroys the defensive meta, and in this video, I'll be trying to win a Super Bowl using that offense in the hardest division. We start week 1 off with a run play, handing it off to quadfather. He takes it up the right side, then we're going to get into the open field. We're going to outrun a defender. We're at the 15, the 10, the 5, and somehow we're going to get tackled at the freaking 1-yard line, dude. It's going to be fine as we're going to run the speed option play. Lamar Jackson going to launch this ball out to quadfather for an easy touchdown right there, and he's going to rage quit, giving us our first W, moving us to week number 2. I love this play, RPO read, wide receiver screen, dude. It's so good. We have a read option between quadfather and bigg truzz right here, and then we also have the option to pitch it out to this wide receiver screen on the left. When we call this play, we're going to watch the read key, and if he plays the quarterback, we're going to hand it off like we do right here, and you're going to see, dude, this is just, it leads to big gaping holes. It's so good, but you're gonna see we're also gonna be able to pass the rock from this. You can see right here we have so many routes open for a touchdown, but I highball it like an idiot, and Taysom Hill falls short. Thankfully, we hand it up to quadfather. He uses his big meaty legs to get into the end zone, just pile driving through the defender. But when we're on defense, I'm playing on the safety because I think he's gonna be running, and then I bite on the play action like a total dweeb, and he bombs me. I really didn't see this coming, and it was a little bit frustrating, I'll be honest. So the game's tied 7-7, but we're going right back to the pass game. Taysom Hill's open over the middle, and he's kind of making people miss. He's a little deceptively shifty. This time going back over the middle to T.Y. Hilton instead, though, and we're working our way down. We're going to find CeeDee Lamb, the Seaman Demon himself, for a touchdown right there, and back on offense again. We're now up 7. We got to stop. We're looking, don't really have anything. Just kidding. We have T.Y. Hilton over the middle of the field. Again, swerve and make somebody miss. 13 seconds before half. We're trying to get into the end zone. I'm being a little greedy here. I'm going to launch it to CeeDee Lamb, see if we recreate the Seaman Demon, and we throw a pick right before half. That's really something you can't afford to be doing, boys. He's gobbling up the clock right out of half here, and on this run, Earl Campbell makes somebody miss and gets all the way down to about the 3 or the 4 yard line, and I'm at a huge risk right now of something bad happening. We get him to a 3rd and goal. He runs a QB draw. Oh, and that's going to tie the game up, which is super lovely, dude. I'm very happy. We're going back to the pass game again, and he's really struggling to defend Taysom Hill, honestly. We're not able to get many yards after the rack, but that was a big-time completion. And down 1st and 10 from the 14, we're able to force it again to Taysom for a nice touchdown. All we need to do is to get a stop right here. On 2nd and 22, I get that with Bo Jackson over the middle of the field with the user lurk. We're looking, we pitch it back, and Steve Atwater, we're going off to the races. Touchdown. He's going to get the ball back and still have a little bit of life, but on 1st and 10, after he crosses midfield, he's just going to launch kind of a prayer, and Calvin Johnson, the free safety card, is going to pick this one off. We're going to get a little frisky and pitch it back to Big Sherm, but we're not going to get anything out of it. That's enough to get him out of there, and now we're 2-0. The week 3 opponent has a few Pokemon activated already on offense, so I'm a little bit scared. We're using Bo Jackson over the middle. I pump fake, and then we lurk the living frick out of him. Whoo! I'm now in gun deuce close, so we're going from trio to deuce close now, and I really like this 0-1 trap that I'm calling right here. You're going to see quadfather. He doesn't even get touched until about the 10-yard line. Then I go to one of my favorite route combos on 2nd and goal. We're looking for quadfather, and we throw an absolute laser beam. Super laze. He's going to quit after that one. Our first drive in game number 4 is going to be a tough one as he's in double A gap. There's a lot of people on the line of scrimmage. A lot of guys are blitzing, and we're going to see a guy coming at our backside right now, and Lamar's going to go down. But I realize he's in a zone blitz right now, which means there's actually going to be a good amount of the field open, and we're going to take advantage of that, hitting CeeDee Lamb on this quick flat, and then again, he's going to be open on this flat again. Now, I like this combo so much. There's so many different ways that we can attack zone coverage from this, and with him blitzing, there's going to be somebody open. But the key thing here is that this is a fundamentally sound route combo, so when he doesn't blitz, we're going to be able to beat zone coverage naturally right there, hitting CeeDee Lamb with a big corner route. We get down close to the red zone, and we're going to call RPO read flat wheel. I love this here. We're going to throw a high ball to George Kittle. He's just going to throw a grown man off him, launch himself into the end zone, baby. The good vibes, unfortunately, don't last forever, as I really feel like this play is just absolutely bad. He launches it, he catches it, and then he pimp slaps me to get into the end zone to tie the game at 7. We get back on offense, and we're still moving. We're running that same exact route combo. I'm not going to get out of it until he forces me to, unless I think then we can go RPO read on him, and we do. We're going to keep it with a bit Lamar, bigg truzz. We're going to try getting outside, but we're not able to jerk hard enough. Again, going right back to it, we need him to show that he can actually stop these plays. We're going to get a nasty juke with quadfather. We're out of there for another touchdown to take the lead right before half. He does have a chance to tie it up, though. Just down 7. He launches it. This should not be open, and somehow, dog, that should not have been open at all. Like, there's no reason for that to be open. Right before half, though, 15 seconds left. We still, 2 timeouts, we still have an opportunity. We're going to quick throw this post. He has a guy on top of us, so we're going to pitch it back to George Kittle. all the way down to just past the 50. Looking to get into field goal range here. We're going to be able to find the snag route over the middle of the field to CeeDee Lamb. CeeDee Lamb's going to get barely out of bounds with 1 second left, and we're going to kick the field goal to go up and through to take the lead. That was a crazy drive right before half. End up scoring a touchdown with Lamar Jackson right here on this RPO read, and then up 10 points. He launches it into one of the worst reads I've ever seen. I believe he may be actually legally blind. He certainly should not be allowed to drive, and we're going to win this game 31-20. With only 1 game left before making the playoffs, it's time for us to lock in. And by lock in, I mean we're going to throw the open read down to our flat and then fumble because of Night Train Lane with Quadfather, and he's going to take this back for a fumble 6 to be able to take a nice 7-point lead. That's super fun. We get 3rd and 1 here, though. We're going to hand it off, thinking that we could easily get the first down. We get blown up, so now we're already on a 4th and 2, and I'm going to go to one of my favorite route combos right here. It's called post slant. I think this bad boy is so good. Look at this thing. It's so sexy. Look, this post slant is good every single year. Madden's going to do a great job against zone and man, and then we're going to have a streak on the wide side, a flat from that middle wide receiver, and then our running back rather is on the speed out route. These are so good together. You're going to see right here as T.Y. Hilton's able to barely beat his man coverage and then break that tackle for a huge rack. Just like Tinder, we're always looking and searching for rack boys. And then on 1st and 10 from the 16, our backup tight end is in the game, and he's wide open on this crosser. He cooks, and he gets into the end zone for a touchdown. It is still in the first quarter as it's 7-7, and he throws it directly to my Julius Peppers. I have no idea why he did that, but hey, I'll take it. Stop, go, oh yeah, come on, we're gonna have to get it, big fella, come on, touchdown, baby. I'm a dude kisser. We got the ball back up 7, and we're able to deliver another laser to the backup tight end, and that's enough to force a rage quit, and he's gone. We're in the playoffs. We're playing versus a Rams fan in this first round of the playoffs, and we're going back to that same route combo that I like so much. I missed my wide open streak for a touchdown, but we do get it Taysom Hill over the middle of the field for a nice little gain right there, almost to the 50-yard line. The very next play, though, we're going to run that RPO read wide receiver screen, and Big Truzz has just open green grass, baby, for a touchdown. We get the ball back, and this time we're going to hand it off to Quadfather. He shrugs one person off, and he's there for an easy touchdown. This was really one of the more easy offensive games I've really had, and he's gone. We're moving on. I got spooked early in the conference championship as we got no pressure on the first play, and he ends up rolling outside the pocket and delivering a dime on the run, which is something you just don't see in Madden 23 next gen, literally at all. But on the very next play, he launches it. It should have been picked off, but somehow we drop it, even though I have pick artists. But 2nd and 10, he just does the same thing, launching it into quadruple coverage, and we don't get a pick again. 4th and 6, big opportunity for a stop. We hit him as he throws, and that's going to force turnover on downs, and it even forces a rage quit, sending us to the Super Bowl. It was now time for the Super Bowl. We started the game off in gun deuce close, running a very basic mesh concept. We're able to take our drag. That's one of the big things. You have your underneath open. Take your underneath. Do not be greedy, although that juke move was a little bit greedy. We take a huge hit. We go back to the same, a very similar concept, hitting this corner route this time, though, getting away from the KO, and again, getting tackled by multiple men. Go post slant that we talked about earlier. Overthrow the slant, though, which is very frustrating in a game like this. 3rd and 10 now. We're going to find Taysom Hill. He's been a huge part of our offense all video long. And right here, we're going to bench, which is very basic of every type formation. We have double corner routes, double out routes. I know he's in man coverage from his alignment, and we're going to see if one of these 4 routes can get open. They should have a pretty good chance. And we're going to find George Kittle open on the corner route. He throws a man off him, gets into the end zone for the first touchdown of the Super Bowl, but that's going to be the last touchdown of the Super Bowl as our pure quits. If you want to learn this exact scheme, check out the link in the description below. My website, civil.gg, breaks this down along with a ton of other high-level schemes. And my next question, I guess, is, should I keep on running this offense or should I switch?